There's an insane new credit glitch in Starfield that will get you 6 million credits per hour. I saw this over on DPJ's channel, and he said it was 10 million, which I've tested. It's not true, but it is 6 million credits per hour, which is insane. Now, if you want to go check his channel out, I'll link that in the description video below the first paragraph. So let me go ahead and walk you through everything you need to do in order to get this 6 million credits per hour. It's very, very easy, but if you want to get the full 6 million, there's a few steps you need to take in order to optimize it. First, go to Alpha Centauri, go to Jemison, and you're going to want to go to the commercial district of Jemison in order to buy a specific item. Once you get here, you'll spit you out right here. Just run straight forward past that tree I'm looking at. Once you get past that tree, you'll see on the left this Outland store. You're going to want to go inside of here. You're going to want to talk to the vendor in here. Now, this isn't the only way to get this, but you're going to go to this guy, and you're going to look for a pack that's a balanced boost pack. It's going to make this way easier than any other type of boost pack. So if you don't have one, go ahead and get one. Now open the map and go back to the New Atlantis section of Jemison. On your right will be ship services. Go over to this guy and modify your ships. Pick a ship, go to the shipbuilder. All you want to do is try to make sure one of your ships has 140 top speed down here at the bottom right. That's your goal with building a ship. Also, if you want to min-max even further, go to your skills and try to get engine systems maxed out to make your ship go even faster. Finally, you can also go to the Frozen Mountains, scan some plants. You can get Pharmacology 1 and Performance Enhancement 1, and you can make unlimited amps so you can run faster. I have a video on that. Check the description of this video. It's called How to Get Rich Selling Drugs or something like that. If you want to know how to get the amps, I'm not going to go through it in this video, but just try to get a bunch of amps if you want to go extreme min-max on this to get the full 6 million per hour. And if you want to min-max it even further, then you go to Sol and you go to Venus, and you put down an outpost, which requires planetary habitation level 3. Put down an outpost with a sleeping bag right next to the base of the outpost, and that will be the final optimization that you would need to get over 6 million credits an hour with this glitch. So now you might be wondering, what is that glitch? Well, it's time to get to that. So we're going to go to Narion up here. There's a space station up here called the Stroud Aklund Star Yard. You're going to go there, and when you go there, you'll actually have to fly to the Star Yard, and that's the reason we got the top speed. You want one with good top speed, and you want engine systems. You're going to go here, you're going to press E or whatever your default like scan key or whatever it is. Get to it as fast as you possibly can, and once you get close, you can hold whatever button is to dock. It's R on keyboard. Go through the docking sequence, go ahead and board the space station. Once you do that, it'll spit you out right here. If you have an amp, go ahead and use it. So here's where the glitch is. So there's this wall right here, and if you go to this wall and you just look left and right like that while moving left and right, it will let you just come right through the wall like that. You can also jump back in if you need to. I'll jump back in so I can show you again. So, yeah, the easiest way is just as you're walking into it, just do this while also doing this, like moving left and right. And you should just slip right through it. And then you can go over to the left, come over to this, and there's a chest right here. And then that chest, if you interact with it, it will have credits inside of it. Now, I accidentally goofed it there, but you're going to go here, go through the wall, and then go over to this, and then press whatever the transfer button is. So it's R on keyboard. You'll have to find a chest to see what it is on Xbox. You go in here, and this is the shipyard, like the place ship services vendor, and they have 160,000 credits. So you can steal these, and then back out. It'll fall, and it'll make you spawn in right here. Then you're going to open up the map, and you're going to zoom out. Now you're going to head to Sol, and you're going to go to Venus, and just right here, you're just going to press the set course button down at the bottom right, because you can't actually go straight to your outpost from there, if you have an outpost. If you don't have an outpost, just go to your ship. Like, if you don't have an outpost, you can just go to a landing area and then come inside your ship. But if you want to min-max it to the full 6 million, then you're going to want to make an outpost that has a sleeping bag, so you can come in real fast and then sleep. Now, beds are better than chairs because there's no animation to start the weight. So in this case, I have an outpost and a sleeping bag. Look down, sleep. And here is the critical part. You got to wait 600 hours of universal time in one single sitting to refresh vendors after you steal from their vendor chest. That's the only way to actually restore their chest. So that's why we got to come to Venus. That's why we got to sleep 6 local hours, 600, universal time hours. Has to be in one sitting or it will not refresh the store. Once you've done that, you're going to go back to the map. You're going to go to Narion. You're going to go back to the Stroud Aklund Star Yard. And you're going to repeat this process over and over and over again as fast as you possibly can. Or if you're not in a huge rush, just as fast as is reasonable for you. And one more time, just to show you how it's done. In full speed, just run through with an amp, swivel through this wall until it clips you through. Go over here to the left. Try to use your balanced boost pack in order to, hover right in front of it. Grab your credits, back out, go to Venus, wait for 600 universal time hours, and repeat. Now, if you do want to do the amp part of it, just to go that little bit faster, you're just going to go to Jemison, and you're going to make an outpost up in the north. You're going to end up with something that looks like this outpost right here. And in order to make this, in order to do everything here, you need to have Botany level 1 in your skills, and you need to scan a cold cave nettle and a tufted snow willow, I think it was called. And then, you'll have to have Botany under the Science tab, Botany level 1. That'll let you make greenhouses. And then you make this whole contraption here where you have argon, which is on this planet, and the argon's being mined, and it's going into gas storage, wherever I have that. I don't even know where I put the gas storage. Maybe right there. You have water extractors here that extract water, and they're putting into, I guess this is water storage right here. And then the water storage feeds the greenhouses. Half the greenhouses make metabolic agent. The other half make toxins. And then you feed those into storage units. I don't have them separated on this, but it'd be smarter to have them separated. So you have one row for metabolic agent, one row for the toxins. Then what you do is you just sit on a bench or a bed. You wait for 24 hours. You have your metabolic agents, and you have your toxins fill up. You have your argon storage fill up. And then you make, under build mode, there's a crafting thing. There is going to be the pharmaceutical lab. You put down one of those. And once you have a pharmaceutical lab, you can go over to it and make amps. But in order to do that, you have to make a research bench, which is in that same menu. And I don't think you need any skills to do this. You go to pharmacology and you research performance enhancement 1 for 2 argon, 2 tetrafluorides, and 3 metabolic agent. And then you can make amps. And if you have all these resources and you have all that, then you go to the pharmaceutical lab and you can sit here and you can make as many amps as you want. They don't weigh very much. I usually keep like 100 with me at a time. And then I set them up to a hotkey, so I just press 1 on my keyboard, and it just uses the amp. And then I run 30% faster. I jump twice as high, and all that just makes it so it's that little bit faster. And if you need any supplies for that, you'll just go to New Atlantis or the Commercial District, go to UC Distributions or Jemison Mercantile to buy iron, aluminum, and whatever else. And if you're missing anything, just like we put down the pharmaceutical bench and the research bench, you can put down an industrial workbench and make the adaptive frames or whatever components you need. So like I said before, it was advertised as 10 million credits per hour. I tested. That's not true. It's 6 million per hour, but it's still really insanely good. It's now the best credit farm there is available. But just so you can see for yourself, I'm going to play the sped up version. I did a literal stopwatch, and I ran this as fast as I possibly could. And if you go insanely fast with the amp, with the fastest ship, with a bunch of perks and things, you know, you might be able to get about 6 chests every 10 minutes, a little bit over that maybe potentially, and that would get you up to right around the 6 million per hour. But 10 million per hour, as far as I'm aware, is physically impossible. But either way, I don't think there's going to be a method that can beat this. Like, the only way we're going to be able to get faster is if there's a chest where we can grab it even faster, but like, after this one, it's going to get down to an issue of min-maxing. Like, if someone finds a chest, because another space station that has 160,000 credits. 160,000 credits is the max you can get out of a Starship vendor. Some of the vendors have that. And if there's another vendor that we can do that to, and we're able to do it faster, you know, it's like, we might be able to get this up to like 8 million credits, maybe 10 million if a better one gets found. Probably not, though, just because of the load time of going to Venus and resetting. Like, if a better way is found to reset the shops, then maybe. But just that time of going to Venus and coming back, that alone eats up like a minute per cycle or something, so that makes it instantly impossible to get very high, very much higher. But this one will get you an unbelievable amount of credits. I mean, at this point, you go do this for 30 minutes, you'll have enough credits to last you the rest of your game. If you do this for 3 hours, I mean, you could play the game for 300, 400 hours and never run out of credits probably. So if you really wanted a true infinite money glitch, this one's going to be the closest thing you're going to get to it without using console commands or a cheat engine or some crazy thing like that. But that wraps it up, guys. There's not really much else for me to tell you about this one. It's pretty straightforward. The main thing is that wall, just wiggle left and right, spin left and right on your mouse, trying to get through, go to the left, boost pack, try to hover over the chest, use the transfer button instead of take in order to open the menu so that we have time to actually grab it, or just spam take and you might just get it. That's fine too. But then just do that and then fall through the floor, go to Venus, wait 600 universal time hours in one sitting, repeat, and bam, you get 6 million credits per hour. So hopefully helped you out, guys. If you're looking for an infinite money glitch, this is the new best way. Much easier than the New Atlantis chest method, much faster, and a much better way to glitch out credits and get infinite money in Starfield.